Hello, I'm Matt Guff from HouseHouse.com, and I'm here with Jesse Paul. How you doing, Jesse?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. Jesse is one of our team riders. He rides for Solomon, Sessions, Stinky Socks, Outdoor Tech, and Smith Optics and Helmets. And is this the helmet you ride?
This is the helmet I ride.
This is the Smith Code.
Smith Code.
It has a lot of great technology. I've ridden a lot of the Code and the Maze by Smith.
Yeah, I used to ride the Maze. The Code is only a couple years old now.
Okay.
And it's kind of in the same realm as the Maze, just kind of low profile, simple design. But I think it's an improvement from the Maze. I personally like it a little more.
Okay. Cool. So why do you choose to ride this? Just because it's low profile, it's comfortable?
Yep. Well, I just like how there's little vents. I like how it's just like a very clean, simple look.
Right.
It doesn't look like super techy. It's got some technology in there, but it doesn't really look like it. And I also like how it sits a little lower on your head. Some helmets can kind of seem like they sit a little high, and this one like sinks in nice and deep.
Right.
And yeah, I really like these little side. I don't know. I think the whole construction of it just looks really cool and modern and nice. Yeah. So.
And this is an in-molded helmet, and it features Mips Technology.
Yep.
And Jesse, you were saying that you take out the ear flaps.
Yeah.
In the Code.
Yep. So I take out all of this insert area, which I don't know if I would necessarily recommend. I mean, This is all you need on your head. It'll keep your ears warm and everything like that. But I just like the look of this a little bit more. Taking it out, I like it when my hair flows out the back.
Right.
Although it'll pull your hair out if you do that and you don't have something. So I usually will wear like a balaclava or some kind of like really thin material, not even a hat.
Right.
Put something underneath there just basically as a replacement for this, but you can't even tell that I'm wearing it under there.
Right.
And yeah, it's got the Mips in there. So for those of you who don't know what Mips is, it basically it takes away some of the brute force of hitting your head by allowing the helmet to rotate a little bit on impact.
Yeah.
And I wear it in all my helmets. It's the research is there, so I believe it. It's better. I think if you have an option, like why not do anything you can to improve your chances of helping your head? So
that's right. Yeah, Mips Technology, like Jesse was saying, is kind of like this inner membrane. It kind of like shifts and moves independently of the outer mold construction. And they're starting to do this in like car racing helmets, motorcycle helmets. And the idea, like Jesse said, is like it kind of alleviates some of the blunt force. So if you hit your head, your helmet kind of slides on your head just a little bit. And then it also features like a kind of like a boa tightening technology too.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, so it keeps on your head really well. Like I said, I usually would wear a little something on my head, but you do that and you can tighten it down and then it's on like that. And I think compared to some helmets, it's pretty low profile.
Right.
I don't think it looks too crazy. I like when like having
your
my
hair
flying out. So
right.
I just think it's a good looking helmet.
Yeah. And another thing that a lot of people kind of like overlook too when they get helmets is like ventilation. Sometimes you want a lot of vents if it's hot, but then the front vents too actually force air into the top of your goggles. So if you're hiking around, your goggles aren't going to get foggy because the air gets forced down and clears out any moisture in between the lenses.
Yeah. Cool. And then it's got some vents on the back as well, and that kind of allows the steam from your hot head to be kind of carried out the back.
Right.
And it might be hard to see in the video. You probably see it in this one a little easier because it's blue. But there's like a honeycomb arrow. It's called AeroCore construction.
Yep.
And that's just it just kind of helps. It's another little improvement on helping prevent concussions, and that kind of breaks down in a different way when you hit really hard on that point of your head. So. It's another cool little technology in there.
Yeah, Smith has been doing some great helmets, and they're extremely. One of the things right away, they're extremely lightweight.
So light. That's one thing I was gonna say. I rode other helmets in the past before I started riding for Smith, and it was a world of difference wearing a Smith helmet. I have it on, and I'm like, oh my gosh, feels like I'm wearing nothing. And for those people who don't wear a helmet because they don't like the weight of it, Smith is definitely your solution. I mean, this thing is light as a feather. So
Now, did you always ride with a helmet?
I always ride with a helmet.
Always. So
100% of the
in the
time.
street, in the park, backcountry, everywhere.
Yep.
Wow. Have you ever had a situation, or what kind of caused you to start wearing helmets?
Yeah, when I was 17, and it was my first season filming street, and I was with a guy named Josh Tranby, Minnesota local,
Yeah.
legend.
Tranby.
Yeah,
Good
and I wasn't wearing helmets at the time. In fact, I had a thing going where I wasn't wearing anything on my head. I was just hair flowing. And we were at this spot, which was just a down rail. It was a wide tube. It was the mellowest spot I had been to yet that year. I thought nothing of it. We're just having a good time. Me, Tranby, and the filmer, Owen Small.
Yeah.
And we were just having a good time, and freak accident, Josh Tranby slipped out on the rail and hit his head on the corner of one of the stairs and went into a seizure. Totally freaked me out. I'd never seen a seizure before that, and if you haven't seen it, it's horrifying.
Yeah.
Seeing somebody go into a seizure, it doesn't look like a real thing.
Yeah.
And so he's going into a seizure, and he stopped breathing. He was turning black and blue, and I thought that he had died. Pardon me. I was just like, oh my God, this guy is like dying right in front of me. Because I didn't know you could go into a seizure after hitting your head. Like I didn't know what was happening.
Right.
So I was like, this dude's done. I'm calling the ambulance, freaking out. They show up pretty quickly, and after just a minute or so, he started breathing again.
Okay.
Thank God. But slowly coming to consciousness. No idea what happened. Didn't know what year it was. Didn't know who the president was.
Ooh.
Didn't know his address. Like totally knocked out.
Wow.
And so ever since that just scarred me deeply. And I was like, okay, this was the mellowest spot I've been to all year. I thought no danger, and that just happened. Like I'm gonna wear my helmet. Not only wear a helmet, but I'm gonna wear one all the time.
All the time.
Because you never know. Snowboarding is dangerous, and I value my intelligence and my brain, and everybody has the right to do what they want, but I choose to wear a helmet. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Scary.
Yeah, scary stuff.
But you know, if you can reduce the amount of risk that you incur by having a helmet, so be it.
Yeah.
I should start riding. I need to start riding with my helmet more. Usually, I need to start doing that more.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I mean, it's up to you, but I think if we all just started doing it, then it'd just be normal. But,
Right.
I don't know.
Gosh.
Whatever. It is what it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing the story.
Yep.
Yeah. You guys should ride with a helmet. I'm not going to say don't ride with a helmet. Definitely ride with a helmet.
Also, if you guys want to check out my podcast, I have a podcast called Board Bag Studio.
We'll link it below.
It's on all major podcast platforms, and it's not out yet, but I will be having a special episode coming out where I talked with a High Cascade medic specifically about concussions and helmets and what to do if you think you got a concussion, everything like that. So if this topic interests you, there's that as well.
There you go. We'll make sure to link that below.
Yeah.
Jesse, thanks for being
Of
here.
course.
Thanks for sharing the story.
Yeah.
I have to talk to Tranby. That's crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
Jeez. Subscribe to the channel there. Check out more vids there. And hopefully we'll see you guys on
See ya.
Sunday.